Hello everyone and welcome to this Postuby review video. Today I'm going to be talking you through everything you need to know about Postuby, and as usual, if you do have any questions about this software, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below. I'll also be leaving a discount link in this video's description so that you can always get your money's worth for Postuby. So essentially what we've got here is an all-in-one graphic design, poster, maker, everything like that, so that you can create designs, logos, anything that you really need for your business. So it's very, very intuitive, it's very simple to use. On the left here, we have our main taskbar where we can navigate through any sort of discover some content that we might want to make. We can look through all of our actual things that we've created, so our library favorites and brands. And then we also have a few tools at the bottom, such as an AI writer and a hashtag generator, so that we can get more likes if we do choose to post our things on social media. So we're going to go ahead and begin with the Discover tab. Now this is basically where you can have a look at all of the different things that are typical around this time. So as we know, yesterday was International Women's Day, and therefore it will be on the Featured tab. We'll be able to see all of the International Women's Day designs that we're able to edit. If we go down a little bit more, today is World Kidney Day, and then tomorrow is the International Day of Women Judges. So we have loads of different things, as you can see. All we would need to do is, if we want to do one, we'll go ahead and do one for maybe International Pie Day. So we'll go ahead and click on this, and this will immediately allow us to select the size that we want it in. We can choose, and it will also even have different social media sort of logos to show what this would actually be able to be posted on. But we'll just do a regular 1920 by 1080 wallpaper and go ahead and hit Use Design. Now this will immediately take us into our main sort of construction area where we're able to go through and edit everything we need about this. So immediately off the bat, we have templates, add text, objects, background, add logo, and then uploads. So templates basically allows us to switch the overall design. As you can see, this is the one that I've selected, so I am going to stick with this. However, you are able to change the aspect ratio for different things depending on the platform that you're doing it on. I'll stick with the wallpaper for now, but we'll go ahead and go on to the add text. So to add text onto this, there are different fonts, there are different designs, different colors, everything like that. And you can either pick a heading, a subheading, or a small body. As you can see, all you would need to do is select one that you want. We'll do free delivery. You would click this one here, and once you've got it, you can then drag it over and put it anywhere on your page. So we'll put it at the bottom right, just about there, in obviously the border, and there we have it. Now clicking on this, we can then change the size of it, the color, we can change the background color if we want it. We can also change bold, italic, underline, and the typical text editing features that we'd usually have. But as you can see, there's a plethora of different things you can do, and you can also just add a very normal heading by dragging and dropping completely fresh with no font and no color applied to it at all. The Objects tab allows us to add things, for example, speech bubbles or thumbs up, thumbs down, emojis, things like that. As you can see, if I did want to add a speech bubble, it's a simple drag and drop. I like the animation that it has when you drag it across, and all I will do now is actually we'll move this stuff up to the top right. And as you can see, it will actually ensure that everything is correctly centered as well. That's a really useful feature of this software. Everything is immediately centered for you and looking really, really good. Now moving this a little bit bigger, we can move the free delivery tab, as you can see, into the center of our speech bubble. And using the guidelines and the lines that we see, we can make sure that everything is looking absolutely perfect and things aren't wonky or off, because things being slightly off does look a little bit odd when you make your final product. But as you can see, just scrolling through, we have a lot of different things that you can do, and you can search for anything that you might want. So if you want a beach, for example, and we go ahead and hit enter, here are all the different things that have beach. As you can see, a lovely thing like this, or maybe even that. And we can just add that onto our thing. We can edit the size of it and just have that exactly where we want it. Under the background tab, as you can see, we can basically change this background effect here. So we've got a nice gradient that goes from a sort of a turquoise to a deep blue. But if I wanted to, I could hit this button and it would instantly change. Hit this one, changes to that. And you can basically find one that you really think suits. I think this one suits really well with a free delivery sort of thing. And as you can see behind it, we do also have the map, which is basically like an extra design that we've put on in the background that you might be able to do. Obviously, layers are different. And if you did want to adjust your layers, you would hit on whatever you've got, and you can choose the layer and then obviously move it back or forward depending on where you want it. So if I wanted it to be right at the front, I could, but as you can see, this is behind everything except for the background. You can also align it to the page at a specific thing. If you've accidentally fiddled with something too much and you don't want to drag it, you can align it to the exact location, or you can just go ahead and delete it off the bat. You're also able to add a logo. As you can see, what we've got here is we've just got a little profile picture, but you're able to drag and drop this anywhere into the app that you want, just to show the overall company logo that you've got, and you're able to edit this in settings if you do want to. And then finally, we have uploads. So if you have any media that this website doesn't have, for example, in the background or objects tab, you're able to upload your own. Any image that you have on your computer, you can upload, and you can use this in your design. And when you're done, at the top right, you can hit download, you can save it, you can share it, or you can subscribe. It's completely up to you. But we'll head back to the main page now and have a little look at the other features that we've got. So we've also got special days. So instead of just having a Discover tab, this is mainly catered towards specific days that people celebrate. Easter, Valentine's Day, Christmas, and then obviously going into things that aren't celebrated as much the more you go along, and the most popular things being at the end and the most recent ones also being there as well. You also have the option for exclusive for me. This is a beta feature. And then under special, we can go through all of my favorites. So any designs that I favorited, all you would need to do is favorite them by hitting the little heart button next to them. And you can go in here and have a little look at what you've got. As you can see, we've got this one here, which is National Pizza Day, and then International Women's Day as well. So really, really good to know that these are two things that you can do, and you can edit them and delete them at any time in order to create your designs with that specific template. And then finally, you've got My Brands. So if there are any brands that you own and you wanted to add them simply with a profile picture and a color scheme, you can go ahead and do that and favorite it if you did want to, and style them so that they appear first. Really useful. You also have a hashtag generator. So as you can see, if you're having trouble deciding what hashtags to use, just write a few sentences. So we'll put a beach, lovely sea, scenery is very nice. And then you hit generate and it will use these to just sort of depict a load of things. You've got beach life, the sea is lovely, beautiful scenery, travel goals, views for days, and summer vibes. And you can go ahead and copy that and use them whenever you want. And you can also view ones that you've saved. If you did want to save it, you hit the save button, and then the history of every single one that you've done in the history tab as well. And then finally, we have an AI writer. Now, what this allows you to do is basically just give an overall caption or a bit of text that describes what your piece is about. If we do the exact same thing as we had in the hashtag generator, for instance, and we go to the saved one, we'll put the exact same text that we had in the AI writer, and we'll just put create content in a friendly tone, and this will come up with exploring the beach today was so peaceful and beautiful, the lovely sea and scenery was just incredible, hashtag ocean, hashtag beach, and hashtag seascape. But that is more or less everything that Postuby does. So now begs the question, why might people want to use this, and would I recommend it? And let's answer that first question first. So people might want to use Postuby because overall, when you're making things for your social media, the thing that will grow your account the most is getting those hashtags in, getting that, engagement via people exploring the site and finding things in your name. So therefore, being able to do and create hashtags with things, whilst also being able to create really professional looking designs that you can post, maybe advertising certain things that are happening for you or your business or things like that, is an excellent thing. Having everything streamlined into one software is useful, and also I love the way that it's not just hashtags that you can generate, but also entire bios and descriptions and pieces of text for your image. So you don't just have to think about creating it on scratch, snap a photo, write everything yourself, and then think of the hashtags that you want to put on top of that. You can create the image, you can create the bio and the hashtags all in one software, and it will help boost engagement with your software as well. As for whether I would recommend it, the simple answer to that is yes. I think it's really easy to use. It's streamlined. I love the amount of features that it has and the fact that you can favorite stuff. And if there is a certain theme that you want to adopt and use for numerous different posts on your account, you're able to do that by very simply just favoriting the ones that you like and therefore going back to them at any time and creating a new thing with new text, but still keeping the same aesthetic. It's great for continuing like a theme. If you want your website to reflect your Instagram page or vice versa, it's completely up to you. But that is definitely why I would recommend this software. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.